CHICKEN. Use the code chicken in the shop. CHICKEN.
Guys, the Chick is here, back today, bringing you another Boom Beach video. In today's video, guys, we're getting into a Mega Crab sneak peek. So, of course, we've got all the mechs loaded up. And, yeah, so this crab, I'm excited for because it's the Halloween Mega Crab. One of the best Mega Crabs, in my opinion. We'll get into why in just a second. You might notice, overlay is a little bit different. I apologize for that. I had some tech issues. It took me like 3 hours to actually be able to make this video. And I screwed a bunch of stuff up on my other overlay, so we're gonna have to use this one. But it's pretty cool because we also do Brawl Stars, so if you guys are interested in seeing that, make sure you check out the second channel. It's just the Chicken #2. And yeah, let's blast through a couple of these first stages here. There's one defense I'm looking for. That's the Pumpkin Mortar, and I want to go over that. Now, when we look at Mega Crab now compared to what it used to be like, because the whole cycle of Mega Crab changed, right? We used to have Mega Crabs quarterly, then they changed to monthly. And when they changed to monthly, they added in trophies, they added in a bunch of specific troop boosts. We had tribes, so Mega Crab really got a massive overhaul in the last couple years. But here we go. Here's like the reason that I used to like the reason I liked the quarterly crabs so much was because they always brought in a new defense. That we can see here. So the Pumpkin Mortar, I think it was one of the last defenses that was specifically brought in, and it look at that. So the Pumpkin Mortar hits them, and then they just run crazily. And actually, when the Pumpkin Mortars are active and they're running away from them, you'll see the one that's been triggered by the Pumpkin Mortar. He actually doesn't follow flares. You see the one down there, and he's just gonna hit. So if you don't get rid of them, or if you don't shock them, you know, they cause so much chaos. They really ruin your attack. Because, I mean, look at this. He's not shooting at anything, and he's running back and forth. At any, like, reasonable stage, it looks so funny with the mech doing that. Any reasonable level stage, they're not going to survive doing this. We're only doing this because it's literally stage 2. And I have maxed out statues and troops and stuff. So, I just wanted to show, like, how ridiculous these Pumpkin Mortars are. If you don't deal with them, they can absolutely wreck you. So let's go over some steps that we can take to make sure that we don't let them ruin our Mega Crab. They can be very frustrating, especially if you're doing like a Smoky Heavy Zuka attack. If you get hit with one Pumpkin Mortar, that's essentially done. This is all in the dev build, guys, so I don't have tribes for some reason. I think I have to unlock, yeah, I have to beat Hammerman's HQ to get them or something like that. But that doesn't matter. So let's get into the next one here. And this one's pretty easy, so we're just going to GB that one down. Stage 3, this is weird. It actually looks exactly the same as Stage 1. So there we got some cryo bombs, so that's confirmed. That's going to be in here. It's going to be the same crab. It's just going to look a little bit different, and there's going to be pumpkin mortars. But I think it's a really fun crab, so yeah, maybe let me know down below in the comments, guys, what your favorite Mega Crab would be and why that is. Now, in terms of troops that we're going to use this crab, I think it's going to be pretty similar to the Bombardier tank bullet kind of meta that we've typically seen. Bombardiers are just great for the crab because they're so they have so much range. They can really kind of avoid a lot of stuff. But Scorcher, Bomber, Bullet, maybe something like that would be nice against this one. In terms of difficulty, the Halloween crab's actually usually a little bit harder than the rest of the crabs, and that's simply just because it has pumpkin mortar. So it's got everything that a normal crab would have, but instead of us getting a buff, we actually get an extra defense to deal with, and it's a nasty one at that. So you can GBE them out. You can use artillery and barrage early on. They do eventually, once you get up to stage like 40, 50, 60, they have like 15,000 plus health, so you can't use GB at that point. But you can use a combination of other things. A good way to do it too is to distract them with critters. That looks so creepy, the way that they just rise up like that. That's so funny. Yeah, so I mean, there's different ways to deal with them. Mostly if you can take them out before the hit starts, that's going to be your best bet. But if you're not able to do that, then it's okay. You know, you kind of have to sacrifice a couple troops for it. Maybe you get hit with it once, but you try not to. Now, I have 1 GBE Masterpiece on this account, and I'm able to get all 12 of the mechs down. What, 12? 4, 8, 12. All 16, rather. Chicken math. Hashtag chicken math. 16 mechs down. And without any issues. So that's pretty cool. And it's good to know. Because the mechs are probably the best thing to use for Mega Crab of the first like 15, 20 stages. Because one, they're easy. You don't have to do anything. You just throw them down. 2, they're a little bit faster. Maybe Scorchers probably be faster, but mechs are fun. I don't know. They're new. Yeah, so there's no pumpkin mortars here. Let's throw out a couple mechs just in case we're running a GBE. And we're just going to barrage and artillery this one down. We haven't put Kavan yet. Not that we really needed him, but... there we go. Okay, so stage 7 goes down. Now let's take a look at... what is it? Stage 8 comes right after 7. But let's take a look at that pumpkin mortar and see if we can figure out some other stuff to get around them. All right, there we go. We got some over here. So you'll see right here. Actually, that might have been a mistake. I don't know if that'll one-shot them all. Almost. But you see, you can distract them. You actually can't distract them with critter bats. Because you'll notice the critter bats, they're only able to be targeted by air troops. So that's something to keep in mind. You're not going to be... You can distract them with regular critters, of course. But not the bat critters. See, the regular critters... And they'll do the same thing. They're going to run away like scared little butterflies. But the bat critters... will not get distracted by them, so you can actually use those to take them down. If you know you're able to. They don't do a ton of damage though. They do basically the same damage as critters, so something to keep in mind as well. But yeah, that's an option. That's an option, especially if there's not a lot of stuff surrounding them. We do have the cryo bomb. I forget if that's this stage or if it's just here in general, but let's take a look after this attack at some of the troop boosts that are available. And yeah, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more Boom Beach sneak peeks, Mega Crab, mostly warships, but yeah, let's see what we got. If the battle's gonna end. So when we click on this, okay, so we got troop speed. Now let's go into stage 9. And let's beat this one really quickly. But you see, for the most part, what you're going to end up doing with pumpkin mortar is just simply shocking them. That's going to be, you know, the main way to defend against them. But early on, like I said, you know, stage 30 to 40, you might be able to GB them down. But other than that, you're going to start wanting to, you know, just kind of shocking and using some artillery, whatever. To do it that way. So let's take a look at stage 10, guys, and see what the troop boosts are. But at least that way we know what's going on for 10 and beyond. That'll tell us whether it's movement speed for everything or if it's going to alternate. I think it alternates for this one. I'm not 100% sure. But hey, there we go. We got the wooden crab trophy, guys. Building. Oh, okay. So these are going to alternate. The boosts are going to alternate, and yeah, that's going to be interesting, that 100% building health. Let's see how much of a difference that makes. Because you go from the first 10 stages to not having the extra building health and to having mechs moving at 100% troop with 100% speed bonus. So then, look at them now. Yeah, maybe they're not so good. I was fooled into thinking they could have been as quick as Scorchers if... if they were able to move that and shoot that quickly. But either way, it doesn't matter. For the first 15-20 stages, they're going to be fine. Yeah, so here we go. So we'll show you the health there. I think 2 artilleries will take them down. Yeah, at stage 10, that's no problem. We'll go like this. And we're just going to move on up. But yeah, the critter bats are definitely helpful because, you know, they're going to only get hit. The only air splash damage is rockets, right? So, other than that, they're not, unless there's prototypes, but other than that, they're not going to get really touched by much. You can see right here, they're able to fly right through. They will get picked off by sniper towers pretty quickly and all your cannons and stuff, but they're definitely much better than the regular critters. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. We have so much GBE. Oh my god. And let's go. Whoa, there's so much stuff in this base. So yeah, you go from getting 100% troop movement speed to the opposite, to losing the movement speed, and then the defense gains 100% building health on top of what it's already got. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun. Guys, I'm going to be going live Saturday morning, I think. Saturday morning, I'll do a little bit of crab stream. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of that down below in that comment section. As always, guys, make sure you're using the code CHICKEN in the shop. And yeah, make sure to leave a like if you found it interesting, entertaining, or informative. And we'll see you next one. Guys, chicken out. Back.